So if you're planning to move in 2025, Misty wants to talk about what you should be doing now.
Yes. So I had a call from, it was a referral from a past client that said, hey, you recently helped our friends sell their home. They had worked with another agent before they listed with you. They were so happy with the process. And so I wanted to reach out and introduce myself. We don't know what our timeline is. We're not quite sure if we're going to be moving next year or not. There's a job opportunity in another state. I am finishing school, and so I'm going to have to work around that. So we're thinking maybe sometime between June and September we'd want to go on the market, but we really don't know when. Do you just need to keep our name and call us in 6 months? And I said, no, absolutely not. This is perfect. So I met with them this past week, walked through their home, and we really talked about what are the different variables that you're looking at in your life, and what are your goals? If everything aligned perfectly, what would it look like to you? And we decided a move around September of 2025 was their ideal. And I said, this is perfect. So I've seen your home. I'm going to do a market analysis, and then we're going to set up a time to meet back together in early January. And we're going to look at what the market is right now based on what's happened in the fall of 2024. And based on that, we'll look at homes that are similar to yours, homes in this price point. What was the average days on market? What was their pricing journey that they went through? So that we can put together, here's a likely range, here's a likely timeline. And then that's just going to be our first little pin of information that we put on the board of okay, here's what we need to consider. And then in the spring, we're going to do so probably March, I would say, early spring, we're going to arrange your pre-inspections, and we're going to have the stager come through. That way, you're going to find out if there's any odds and ends in your home that you need to address. And we're also going to find out from the stager, are there any tips on the interior or exterior of little projects that you can do that you don't need to be in a rush to do, but just along the way that you can get done, and a plan for how, if there's any new pieces that we need to bring in, or how you might rearrange your furniture when you get to that point. And then we're going to keep monitoring the market. I send a market report to you twice a month that tells you what comparable homes have sold, what kind of properties are available in your neighborhood, and we're going to go, does that alter our potential value on your home? What's your competition? Are there any new construction developments happening? I mean, there's so much information that we can pull into the equation, and that way we can determine, let's put the home on the market maybe 90 to 100 days prior to your ideal move date.
Does the pre-inspection also include having, and I guess it's if they opt into your pre-inspected home program, then they'll know, and that puts the buyer or the seller in charge of the inspection process, and that gives them plenty of time if somebody were to come in and say, you have hail damage on your roof that you weren't aware of, something like that.
Right. Yeah. I mean, my goodness, that is an item that we've seen so much in 2024. People not realizing that the weather event that came through their area did create damage. A lot of times they did have an adjuster come and look at their roof, and they said no, because we're seeing a lot of that happening with insurance companies. But then they had the pre-inspection. It was looked at, nope, I've got photos of your hail damage. Let's have the insurance company take another look. And then putting a plan together based on some additional information that, as the homeowner, you're not going to get up on the roof necessarily and take those photos or know what it is you're looking at. But a home inspector, they look at roofs all the time, and then they can pull in other professionals to help you get that coverage that you actually have on your home.
Misty, everything that you're describing sounds like it is easier to deal with any unexpected issues that may come up. It's going to give the seller a chance, again, to be in control of their own destiny in a lot of areas. And in other words, it's going to be less stressful the more you're able to plan in advance.
It's all about that. And so, yes, the couple that I met with, they were like, and when we sat down at their home and kind of talked about what it looked like, they're like, we're planners by nature, and this just makes what feels like a very scary process to us make so much more sense. And it helps us. I say to them, it really helps you take full advantage of my services as well when you give me time to help walk you through the process versus, we can get it done. We have people that are like, I have an emergency and I need to get my home on the market tomorrow. It can be done, but oh my gosh, it can be so stressful for them then. And then we aren't necessarily in a position to put the home on the market in its very best light. Time is your friend in preparing your home for real estate.
So again, you're thinking about 2025, call Misty now, right after New Year's. Just get the conversation started so you can get a great idea of where you're at.
And here's the thing. People's plans change. Maybe after you go through the process, you figure out that it doesn't make sense for you to do something in 2025. That's okay. I'm not here just for, oh gosh, people that need to sell their home immediately. I'm here to be your guide through this process now,
and a resource
5 years from now, 10 years from now. So, and we certainly have had that happen where we've kind of gone through this process of discussing what the goals are for real estate over the course of several years. That's okay. That's the advantage of working with an agent that has a team that's in it for the long haul. We have a lot of people that are like, well, I was talking to an agent who was my friend, and then they were in real estate for a couple years and they got out of it. It wasn't for them, but now I'm feeling like I'm starting all over again. You're not going to have to worry about that with us. I've been doing this for, oh my goodness, 25 years. And
she started when she was 10, clearly.
I did. It was a great elementary school job. No, but I have been in it for a long time, and I've got a team of professionals that just has a super high level of expertise, and they're going to be able to help you as well.
515-575-9950, soldincentraliowa.com.